All right, I think we're live. It says live. All right, welcome. No. Oh, okay. Tech is getting on board, but we will see how things go. Welcome to Sunday, where we stitch and kvetch and just hang out. So let me pop over to the live chat. Oh my God, Loki knows what time it is. As we start all of our streams, it's time for cats to have snacks. Do 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 do. And here's the cat of the hour. Hello, handsome. Hello, my showman. Oh, Loki got snacks. This stream is not sponsored by Friskies. We have no sponsors, but if somebody wants to contact me, hit me up in the links in the downstairs area. Brave Proofers, do you need some snacks? Welcome, welcome. One Loki. Oh, Loki likes. Ow, that's my finger. Brave Proofers, do you want some snackies? Gotta get some snackies out for the little lady. Nope, those are not your snackies. Okay, she's off camera here. Okay, hey Loki. All right, we're almost done with the cat snacks. Okay, cats have had snacks. And again, I forgot my water, but whatever. We'll make it through the hour because we are using the amazing free version of wave.video that is awesome enough to not have a gigantic following required to become an affiliate. So we love it. So if you like the backgrounds and all of the fancy things that we're going to try to play with today, hit the affiliate link in the downstairs. It is an affiliate link, which means I do make money if you feel so compelled to shop with my link. Also, another great company that we are an affiliate with who has no membership requirements is HTLT Subs. My favorite is protein powder. So this stream is not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. Brought to you by HTLT and by Waved Video. So, where are we? Should we do a quick recap? Because we are continuing through, wow, it's off camera, through my pile of shame, aka my mending and unfinished objects. But this week we managed to finish some stuff. So, on the top of the pile, we have these fun flannel pants. Finally added the waistband, only to realize I need to downsize about another inch, and it's just as well I didn't add a closure because the top doesn't close. Now that I've added the waistband and made them smaller, the zipper fits, but the waist is a little bit snug. But super cute. I did crazily stitch by hand all of that ribbing down, and that was a fun time. So, one pair of pants done. Ha 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 ha. And next we have a second pair of flannel pants. They're actually the same pattern, but this was the original version. I made my mock-up, excuse me, or if I'm being fancy, my toile. And decided to, instead of put a zip on them because they were so big in the waist, I just added elastic. And they are super cute and comfy. And then I had to mend them because I blew out a seam yesterday before I was going to go hang out with a friend of mine to go see a show because I did something like normal. I went to a one-act musical yesterday, and I'm going to forget the name of the show I watched, but it was pretty good. The production was good, and the story was good. It was loosely based off The Little Mermaid, so that was interesting. And next up, we have this two-parter. These are the Solia Rompers shorts with lots of lace and trimming, and the self-drafted made-to-measure top. Here we are. So this is my contribution or my piece this year for the vintage pool party because I was starting early. I was like, I want to be part of Gwen Shenanigans vintage pool party. So here's my 1940s inspired vintage swimming costume. And I've got some pics up on my Instagrams because I loved it so much. I needed to make sure it was hoopable, even though I knew it was going to be, but had to just give it a go again. Here we have another little bikini topper out of this ancient bamboo, gold bamboo printed purpley thingermajiggers, and I needed to just stitch up around the casing a little bit because I'd blown a seam out a little bit. But here's this little wonder. Fits amazing. Once I get through my pile of shame, I would like to make a couple more of these because they were super fast and the fit is super nice. Next up, this dress is not in my mending pile. It's just how I wore it and then forgot to detach it. But okay, she goes over here. Next up in the mending, I had this piece of this had been in my collection for ages and a day. I can't even remember. I had a couple of pieces of this great little silk, and the print was so nice that I tried to um make something where I could use as much of it as possible. So I have this cute little sheer schmata top wrapper with some shirring at the waist. So there is that. Don't look at the bottom. And I managed to realize I had two more unfinished things from my grandmother hanging in my closet that I didn't pull last week. So on the next up, we have this, which I know, please laugh at me because I laughed at myself this morning. I had this hanging up in my closet, and for I don't know how many years, must be like 30, a gajillion years now, I thought this was a dress, a jumper top. And then I was looking at it today and I was like, wait, those are crotch seams. This is a pair of pants. I, for the longest time, I seriously thought this was a dress, but it's not. They're pants. They must be wool because I think I saw a couple of tiny like moth holes I'm gonna need to fix. But I will get to finishing these cute trousers, which are gonna be really nice in the winter time because it's super warm fabric. It's kind of itchy, but whatever, we'll make it work. So yeah, I have another pair of pants. Hey, Loki, why don't you come a little closer so that everybody can see you? And last but not least is this amazing top that all it needs, I need to finish sewing on this little ribbed detail, and then this one will be done too. But I know there's these things that are out. Hit myself in the face. That was fun. Um, but I know there's things that are going to take me less time to finish. And instead, I think we're going to work on this skirt with the red red tier lacy schmata shenanigans. Partly because it's taking up the most amount of space in my UFO pile, and it'll feel like I have less to do once that's finished. And it's going to take me the most significant amount of time, I think, because we're going to need to lay it out, figure out which tier is supposed to go at which section, pin it down, baste it down, and then sew it down. So let us play with Loki Loki and find some pins. I guess I don't really need my thimble quite yet. We are not there yet. So, how's everybody's week going? What's everybody working on? What's everybody got in their cuppa this morning? Besides me, who forgot to grab a cuppa. Yep, it's going that good? Awesome. That's what I thought. So, here is the base. And now we have all of our tiers. But I should probably, before I get too stuck in, I should find my pins, which I have oodles of. They must be in this basket somewhere. There's my pin at? There is my pin at? All the pins all around. Okay, there's some pins, and here's some more pins, and some more pins. Okay, so I'm getting myself distracted. I'm distracted! It's Sunday! Shenanigans and fun days. So, I know, I want this to be finished too. It's gonna be so cute. Oh, cute little denim bustier top. Oh, Loki's just off camera rubbing himself on my chair. Oh, you were being too funny, cat. And distracting. How can I work when I'm just like wanting to watch you? So, yeah, somehow I managed to put a post up on Instagram this week that had so much engagement, like one of my most things. And I realized when I had done it, I'm like, I may end up on the wrong side of history on this, but it just, I don't know, was too, I don't know. So, as you may or may not know of this gentleman, Gonzalo Lira, who when has been living in the Ukraine for I don't even know how long, was originally part of the manosphere, which I had no idea what that was until recently in all this shenanigans. But he's been covering the situation in Ukraine since it started because he lives there, so it kind of makes sense. Um, but he posted on his social medias that if hadn't posted in more than 12 hours, that something had probably happened to him. Well, he went 7 days without posting, which to any of his socials, which was very unusual. And then Friday, he made an appearance with Alex or Alexander. Alexander? Alex? I can't remember. One of the chaps from the Duran. And so, brilliant. Came out of the woodworks. So hopefully he's been, sorry, distracted by cats, is safe and everything as well. And then he was on later with them and they had no video, but he said that his phone and his computer and all this stuff had been confiscated. So I'm not sure how he was streaming with those guys, but whatever, who knows. Um that's that. I don't know enough. Next topic. Yes, Loki is going to be my helper today. This is going to be great fun. So, who else has been watching the defamation case of the decade, Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp? Wow, that was quite the brain fart. If we're gonna have fun, then let's get it so everybody can see and not just me. Yes, we are having the best assistant in the world this morning, Mr. Loki. I I don't know what that. I know that. Wow, we are so distractible this morning. So, hey, replay crew, thanks for catching us, because I know that there's not very many people watching, but we appreciate everyone. So please take a moment and do the YouTubey things. If the subscribe button is red, why don't you smash it to being gray, because he'd rather feel gray than red, and hit the like button or the dislike button. I don't care. Let's just get some engagement here. I theoretically was also going to try to be simultaneously streaming to my locals page, but I don't know if that's working. So we will check on that also. Or you can find me over on Rumble because we're trying to engage in all the social medias. So yeah, we are just doing our thing. And I am just laying out these pieces. I have no idea what I was thinking when I started this because some of these pieces seem kind of short to go around the whole thing. But let's just lay stuff out and see what's going on here. Okay, pieces, and more pieces. Maybe I was thinking I was going to do a front and a back too. I have no idea what's going on here. We have all these things, so we might as well finish this project. And every time I think I've pulled all of the strips, there are more to be had. Okay, are we at the end yet? Is this the end yet? Oh, it's okay, Loki. Somebody's just closing the door. You're okay, Bug. Why don't you come over and help me? You want to come and help me? Are you going to come help me? No, he's just gonna have a bath. And for there's gonna be a fight in the background in just a second here. Nope, guess not. They tricked me. I got tricked. I think. Okay. No, there's still a couple more. Oh, get over here. Come to me. I think that's all of it. Okay, where was I? Who am I? What's my name? What day of the week is it? Oh, I've got stitching and the camera on. It must be Sunday. So, now that I'm looking, I feel completely overwhelmed and distracted right now. Like, why did I decide I needed to work on this first? But it's because it's one of the big scary things. Besides that jumper top from Grandma that is just going to be technically complicated, but we'll get there. Okay. Yeah, so we have a lot of pieces here. Okay. So I'm just gonna stretch this out. And attempt to start to make some order out of this chaos. And I probably don't even need to go all the way from edge to edge because I am going to need to close this, but I do. Yes, that is the look of panicked confusion on my face and complete utter overwhelm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be talking and not just being confused. Should I try something and see if it works? Let's see here. Just this. I just wanted to practice pressing buttons. Oh, should we try another button? Should we try this one? Let's see here. This is how the stream is going. It just popped off. Oh, do the sound effects not? I know I tried it. Maybe the sound effects only work on. Oh, brilliant. So the sound effects work on, I don't hear them, but you guys can. So that works. Yeah, I tried to boo myself. I was afraid things weren't going very well. So it's like, well, if I can't make fun of, if I can't laugh at myself, then nobody else can laugh at me either. So might as well make sure I'm laughing and figure out how to make order out of this amazing amount of chaos. Because for some reason I thought that these strips were supposed to, I don't know. I have no idea what I was thinking when I started this project. And now I'm just feeling frightened. You know, this is going to be really quite a spectacular schmata when she is concluded. And I should stop stressing. It's going to be fine. This project's going to be just fine. There's no reason to get worked up. This is for fun. This is not for stressies. This is for funsies. And what could be more fun than this craziness of a contraption? So I'm just trying to lay these pieces out in some way that I find marginally aesthetically pleasing. And also trying to mix up the patterns because there's a lot of around here. But this is going to be so floopy and fun when it's finished. How much alliteration can we have in one show? Okay, pardon me. Let me just hop over to this other page. Yeah, so I oh okay. I guess I just needed to press start. So time remaining. Do I only have half an hour on locals? Well, I guess that's fine because that's all. That's what we've got. So, haha, I'm on locals. I'm on YouTube, simultaneously streaming. So, yay, that's fun. Got all my cameras synced up. Sweet. Wow, we are moving up in the. We are becoming more professional than last time. To stream to two different stations for only one person to be watching. But, you know, we do it for funsies and for the practice of it. Because you don't get better at things you don't practice. Here. Okay, some of these things we're just going to set to the side because they are banished. Oh yeah, handsome! Yeah. Oh my, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not doing a good job talking. This project is utterly overwhelming to me. It's like trying to put together a puzzle, but there's no actual order to the pieces. They're just actually, it's not like that's exactly what this feels like. Maybe I should start at the bottom and work my way up rather than the other way around. We'll see. You know what? Like, if there's something easier I have to work on, I feel like this is not very exciting and I'm just scaring myself. Which is just funny. Okay. Okay, I've got to get the look of utter panic and terror off my face. Do I want to? Let's take a break from this for a second because I don't. I thought this was going to be a good project for this stream, and I don't know. I don't know how this is going right now. Not big enough for my waistband, but no ribbons. Let's let's work on sewing some eyelets because that seems slightly less terrifying and stressful right now. So I drew on the back where I roughly wanted the eyelets to go for a spiral lace style, and because I don't have enough metal grommets, I was like, well, let's practice sewing eyelets by hand. Am I going to regret doing this? I have no idea. So we're just going to carry on. And of course, the thread that I started with this, I left all the way across the other side of the room. So we are spectacularly professional this morning. I did 2 rows of stitching, and I guess I need to carefully cut the center open so that I can buttonhole stitch. Oh, I think this is why I've not done what's it called, steeking on my knitting either. That just seems so scary to have your entire project finished and then to take scissors to it. I do not want to cut through my stitch lines, but I do need to remove some of the bulk here. Okay. Again, distracted by the cats. All right. What am I doing here? And this is so hard to see this black yarn on this dark blue fabric. Oh, I picked like all the scary projects to work on this morning. Note to self, pick easier, less stressful things for live streams. You know, it happens. But I don't even know what I'm doing this morning. Oh man, we're going it's going that well. It is going that swimmingly. Do I even remember how to do a buttonhole stitch? Yes. All right. we'll just see how this first one goes. On the upside, the lacing is on the back, so there's something wrong. Nobody's really going to see it because I can always cover it over. Oh, and my thread broke. Oh, this is like the show from Shenanigans Hades Land. Wow. I'm not having tech issues. I'm just, all my projects are going to shit this morning. Oh. Well, at least I have an extra thread. But I really kind of wanted this double to have more substance. You never know what's going to happen until you show up. So we've showed up, and it's a show. We're stream. Oh, Gray Roofers is too busy watching me on the camera to come play with you. Don't turn my camera off. Don't end my broadcast. Don't end the stream. What are you doing? Well, that was exciting. Okay, I think we are still streaming. Yep, when you're live, you never know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to go on, especially when there's cats. But yeah, so I went to the show yesterday, met some folks who I were friends of Elliot's, who I just met some new people. Went out to this cute little new ish place in town called Scout, which they actually have in the restaurant a little Scout travel trailer. So that was fun. The space is big enough that they actually have a camper van thingy in the restaurant. And I loved my eating plan so much that I snacked on a couple of Elliot's fries and had a beer, but the menu was just not. I don't know. I was like, I would rather eat at home because nothing was so like I have to have this that I wanted to eat off my eating protocol, which was pretty. I don't think I've ever had that experience, so that was fun. So yeah, Coach Greg's circle diet really does work, and yeah, more than a year, and I'm not missing anything that I feel like I need to cheat on my eating protocol. So that's swimming. And let's see here. Let's get back to my list because we are distracted this morning. Oh yeah, this week it was not lawn. Did lawn was that last? That was these are last week's. No. Oh yeah, I need to make a couple of little quick quick clips. Oh, I wish I'd time stamped it. Oh, the frozen fry from this week on Viva Fry stream. That was pretty funny. And then Legal Mindset had tech issues, and then Emily had audio things. So for Viva and Legal Mindset, you guys should try out Wave.video to see if you can up your streaming game too and be as awesome as I am. This fancy schmancy stuff. I have sound effects. I have screens. I have this free proofers. Why don't you come a little closer so that the world can see you? Of course, she's like just off camera. There she is. Hello, viewers. Oh, I've got a chat I missed. Still streaming? Yes, we are. You are stuck with us. And hey, crazy girlies. I know, my cats, they do their own thing. I love them, but I can't always manage to keep them on stream. They do their own things on their own times because they are cats. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, right. Yup. And I've been trying to take notes from both Mark Gruber and Robert Barnes from Barnes Fry. What is it? Oh, what's their station? VivaBarnesLaw.locals.com. Trying to practice my self promotion skills like Viva Barnes, Robert Barnes, because Viva is Viva and Barnes is Barnes. They're not the same human. But I just was like, oh right, they're so good about like just shamelessly plugging themselves, and I have a hard time with that. So trying to take hints from those chaps. Must be Barnes seems to have practice doing that. I wonder if he in the 80s had like bad law commercials of like, if something goes wrong, you should call Barnes at 1-800 blah 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 blah, and I'll be there for you. Because I just see that in my head every time he says his stuff. Just what comes to mind. Whether it's true or not, I have no idea. This is just a guess. Guess, not guessed. I tried to get a guest today, but he said he was busy. So eventually, maybe we can have a guest on the stream because I think I can do that. And I just need to find somebody to who is free and wants to come hang out with me. But this is coming along. Is this? I've never sewn a eyelet like this, so I'm not gonna stress about the quality of this first eyelet when the first one of anything is usually not the greatest, and that's fine because we strive to be more better, but you got to start somewhere, and we all start at the beginning as beginners. Oh, that's the comment for the day. We all start off as beginners as beginners. I really need a different color thread. This is going to look nice, but it's very difficult to stitch black on this dark blue dungaree. I guess it'll also make it so you can't see all the mistakes. Mm. Those cats are so distracting. Silly kitties. Oh, they're at it again. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep watching LawTube, Uncivil. I like to hang out in his comment section. But I honestly, people need to stop giving unsolicited advice. I mean, constructive critique is one thing, but the way they try to give him unsolicited medical advice really irks me. Because even though I do have a day job as a medical professional, I don't give unsolicited advice, and I'm on the YouTubes and the locals, so we are here for critical commentary and fun and comedy and entertainment. We are not, and if we can throw in some education every once in a while, that's great also, but we don't There's no diagnosis and treatment and all that jazz. The lawyers don't give medical the lawyers do not give medical advice, nor do they give legal advice. So why do random schlomos think that they can give Kurt medical advice? Just really bugs me. Oh well. This Violet's not. I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'd say it's not half bad. It is easier than trying to do with the grommets though, because I don't know, putting in grommets and the snaps is hard for me. I end up screwing it up every time. Hopefully this way will be better. That and might as well practice because I have that corset on my I want to start pile, and I do not have enough grommets for that either, so we will be sewing a goodly amount of eyelets. We got to start practicing. Ooh. My gosh, it's been 40 minutes already of this amazing, spectacular show of craziness. Wow, how the time flies when you're having fun and doing shenanigans. Whoa. But thanks for everybody who hangs out with me. It's a great time. I have fun. I hope you have fun. That we all have fun together. Mm, I'm just trying to knock this off here. I know, I'm glad I found a giant needle. I was like, my little tiny needle that I use for my other projects is not going to work for this activity. That's the other thing. have I have quite the collection of like antique vintage needles, but I should probably get some new ones because I don't. Did I say something you keep not? Did I say something? I keep nodding off. I keep nodding off. I'm so boring. I'm so boring. I'm putting my audience to sleep. Well, you know what, Joe? I fell asleep listening to Good Logic yesterday, so if I can fall asleep to his driving and vaping in the car with his kids, then great. If if the best part is me of the show is you falling asleep to me, great. I hope you have sweetest dreams. That's fine. I do not mind. I do not mind at all. I'd say I'm putting myself to sleep, but that's not really true either. I'm terrified by this pile of fabrics in front of me that I'm like, it's still the side of a panic attack of overwhelm. What was I thinking? But now that I had spent all this time and all this fabric, like, I have to finish this. I can't not finish this project. It's going to be amazing, but it is terrifying. I'm not even going to bother with this little piece. I All right, folks, it's been a stream. I hope you had fun. I'm gonna call it. Don't wait until tomorrow when you can be fabulous today, and make sure that if you haven't laughed at yourself, that you shouldn't be laughing at others. So have a great day. Enjoy whatever it is you need to do, and we will see what sense we can make of this pile, and we'll have a progress. Well, yes, we will have a progress update next week. Until then, have fun, folks. Bye.